What is up, guys, and welcome back to another Grimlock video. If you are having an amazing day, it is about to get even better. We are dropping my VOD review for the recent solo shuffle video I dropped, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. Basically, it's going to be going into my thoughts, looking at my own gameplay, and seeing if there's any mistakes I made. I'm sure there's plenty that I'm going to pick up on things that I could have done to maybe make the lobby a 6-0 for myself, or things that I did really well. Also going to be looking at things that I did in the games that I won to see if I could have won them even faster. It's very possible. All these things help me become a better player, so hopefully this also helps you become a better player. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below saying, man, this is the best video I've ever seen in my life. Thank you so much, Grimlock, and let's get right into it. Alrighty, so getting into the first round of the solo shuffle, I'm just going to watch my own YouTube video. I think that's the best way to do this so I can skip around. First things first, when you're getting into a solo shuffle, my thoughts are always, well, what is our team comp? What's our win condition? What's the enemy's team's composition? And what is their win condition? So we're playing with a hunter, a beast mastery hunter specifically, a holy paladin versus devastation evoker and windwalker monk, discipline priest. Now, hunters are really good into devastation evokers, in my opinion. So a lot of the times I'll be looking at the devastation evoker in this round just because I know it's probably the better target for my hunter to hit. But yeah, let's get right into it. Let's see here. I just want to see first things off. Okay, so I do have lightning shield on. I have played a couple of solo shuffles where I forget to put it on, so that's a huge first bonus. So let's keep going. I do notice my BM hunter does that little bug where he gives us bloodlust. I think that's interesting. I don't know how they do that, but he did it. So you'll notice in the first like 2 seconds of this, I go to place an earth grab totem and completely whiff it like an absolute animal, so I have to totemic project it to the windwalker monk, which really doesn't do anything except for force a dispel, which is all I was really trying to do. But yeah, so this is kind of like a scuffed opener immediately, unfortunately. Why is the quality so shot right now? Holy shnikes. Big amount of damage here onto the devastation evoker. Now I'm not gonna lie, I probably can hold on to. It's hard because I Stormkeeper and I get stunned, so I only have like a limited time to get off my Stormkeeper. But ideally I would want to wait on my Stormkeeper for this barrier to go down. But yeah, so the barrier is up. The Paladin gets caught in a sleepwalk and he gets broken out immediately. I will say I'm hitting into not only Obsidian Scales, Renewing Blaze, but also Barrier, so a better target here would unironically be the Discipline Priest, because both of these players have their walls active, and probably the best player for me to hit right now would have been the Discipline Priest, just so I can force as much damage as possible in my go. But yeah, my Flame Shock falls off of the Devastation Evoker, so it's a little unfortunate. Put it up here now. I go for a Hex there. It doesn't, I don't get it, but it forces him line of sight, so it's kind of huge. I'm pushing on the aggressive here. I was gonna press Flame Shock off cooldown here on the monk, but he goes for a massive spell, so I decided to wait and just Flame Shock my kill target again immediately, which is unfortunate because ideally I want to have it on multiple targets, but there's nothing I can do. This was really, really unfortunate. So I put my Flame Shock on the monk here, and my hunter goes for a trap on the priest, and the monk actually eats the trap by accident, so it gets rid of my Flame Shock. So I was actually kind of mad about that, but that's okay. And so now monk has my Flame Shock. I sent a Primordial Wave into a Pain Sup here, not ideal either. I should have just waited on my Primordial Wave and Primordial Waved into this Flame Shock on the dragon. So yeah, definitely not a ideal 30-second burst either, so kind of unfortunate my burst goes. I'm surprised I'm even doing as much damage as I really am, considering how often I'm hitting into a bunch of cooldowns, which is really unfortunate. I will say this is the first shuffle I played on Elemental Shaman in like a long time, so it's not too bad, considering. I do fake a kick there, get my Stormkeeper up. Just go straight for Lava Burst into Stormkeeper Lightning Bolts, just because the Karma is up. I do swap to the Karma because they line of sight me, and there's nothing better for me to hit, and I might as well just hit into Karma because Karma is basically paper. If you guys don't know, Karma, I think it only absorbs 50% of their health, and it's very minimal. It's like 4 mil, so it's like 3 lava bursts or something. It's like so minimal. It's basically a power word shield, in my opinion, like a good power word shield. So it's kind of bad. I don't really know what happens to my lasso here, I'm not gonna lie. So like I lasso him right here, I guess the scatter breaks my lasso. I don't know why or how that works, but yeah, the scatter took my lasso off, so that was kind of awkward. Did not expect that to happen either. That was kind of scuffed. Doing a little bit of damage here. Pain Sep comes up. Obsidian Scales comes up. I should immediately swap to the Monk here. I go for a Hex, and I do swap to the Monk, so this is a good Hex. Nice. This is really good right here. So I land a Hex on the Devastation Evoker. He lands a trap on the Discipline Priest. That's the Monk versus the World right now. And we're just parsing into this Monk right now, which is really nice. He gets really low there. And they're super scared here at this point. He goes kind of for a last stage play here. I shear the... honestly, this is not a good shear. I could have let this Sleepwalk go off and I could have just tremored it, because he's not going to be able to get another Sleepwalk. And then I should have sheared Disintegrate most likely instead when he goes for it. It's a way better thing for me to be shearing more frequently. Like right here, I'm kind of getting melted. If he's casting Disintegrates there, it's very scary. He does have Dragon Rage up right now, so this is incredibly scary. I do have a Burst Go though. I thought for sure my Paladin was going to die here, but he had Bubble, so that was kind of huge. And sadly, he has Diffuse Magic up again, so my Stormkeeper is kind of getting scuffed. I do swap back to the Monk because he comes back in line, so I Stormkeeper him. You can see we just micro CC the heck out of this Discipline Priest here. He goes for a Scatter. I go for a quarter Hex there. Really not necessary, but there's nothing better for me to do in that moment because nobody was in my line. And then we just happened to get the kill because Reedies ran out of cooldowns, and so is the Devastation Evoker. So overall in the first round, I think I hit way too often into defensives. Even though we won the round, it was way too close, and I hit into a bunch of defensives. There was times I was hitting into Pain Sup and Obsidian Scales when I should just be swapping, and a lot of times the Discipline Priest is in front of me and I'm just never touching him. So yeah, those are takeaways from the first round there, I think. Moving into the second round, we're playing Windwalker Ellie Holy Pally versus Dev BM Hunter Disc. I mean, both comps are actually pretty good, unironically. I do think we should win though. And we do end up losing this one, so I'm very curious to see how I could have gone about this better. I do land a full Hex here off of the leg sweep, which was huge. I think I break it by accident with Ascendance, so that's a bit unfortunate. I hate this paralysis. This paralysis should have never happened. I do go for kind of like a lot of damage on Rudy here. I accidentally pressed an extra Lightning Bolt. It's kind of bad. I missed my kick on the Devastation Evoker too. I go for a grounding, so to hopefully eat some of the damage because I'm just getting nuked on right now. Nice, yeah. This is actually a decent way of dealing with their bursts. I should be able to kick this guy's next Disintegrate right here. I should have kicked that Disintegrate most likely, or this one. Yeah, it's kind of bad. I do lasso him on the Obsidian Scales. I'm still hitting into Obsidian Scales. There you go. I swap over to the Hunter. I think I'm panicking though because my Windwalker is just getting blasted. I do Hex the Beast Mastery Hunter, which forces his Trinket. By the way, this Devastation Evoker I don't think dispelled a single Hex, but he definitely can. I just don't think he knows how to. Also, this sleep should have never sat. I'm casting Healing Surges. I should have casted a Tremor. Instead, it forces my Paladin's Trinket. Terrible play by me. Horrible play. And now I Tremor the second sleep. Very bad by me. This was so bad by me, actually. This is like actually probably game winning for them. Just because they forced my Paladin's Trinket. I will say I don't think he should Trinket. Okay, yeah. He has Karma up right now. Yeah, I guess he does Chapter Trinket because the Karma breaks. Yeah, this is crazy. So yeah, I should have 100% Tremored that. And that would have been way better for us because I still have to end up Tremoring. I will say I end up Tremoring the Fear too, which is kind of nice, but man, that's really unfortunate for us that it forces his Trinket. I do reset Tremor too because I know for a fact that's going to come up again and we don't have Trinket. So that's a really big misplay by me. That was really bad. Okay, huge Stormkeeper. Big damage here. I should swap to the Priest most likely here just because he's got Roar Sack on him. That was a good Hodge. It forces Trinket and then he gets full parried. That's huge. It's me against the world right now. I kind of 180 lasso here, and I kind of wish I lassoed the Dev here, but he does get blinded, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, I should have lasted the Dev, I think, instead of the BM Hunter. I'm doing so much damage there. It's just disgusting. Yeah, I actually swear the reason we lose this is because he got this Trinket force so early. I do Earth Grab the Priest because I can see he's going to go for a Fear here. I'm really scared about this Fear landing, I think. Random trap. Time stop. Swap to the hunter. Big damage. This is a useless wall. So I astral shifted here. Completely useless. I think I'm just panicking because I'm just not used to the class. But like, why did I wall here? I am full health entirely, in no danger at all. They are on the defensive and I press wall. What am I doing? Absolutely embarrassing that I even 4-2 this lobby. That was a really good hex though, I will say. That was pretty solid. I go for a hex right here. It's on a penance cast, so you can't death it. And I think he gets dispelled, or he gets hit by my Windwalker. I can't tell. Can't tell. Either way, we force turtle, so it's kind of huge. Fear comes out. I do not have tremor for this fear, so unfortunately, this is very sketchy. I just have to run away a little bit. I really should be rooting the pets right now. Like, honestly, my global right here should run to root pets and not go for damage because we're scared. We're more scared than they are. Like, I should root the pets so bad. After this Master's Call. Oh, it's so close to killing this guy. I would say I think if our Windwalker was on the Hunter there, I think we win. Yeah, and then they just die to the Dragon Rage. Man, that's so unlucky, man. Yeah, I think if I allow my Paladin to save his cooldowns and play better, we're so much better off. Because I wall nothing and they go me, and it forces like my Paladin to use a lot of healing into me when I could have just been walling like this damage here. And then he would have been able to possibly keep himself alive. I will say, this last Dragon Rage, okay, yeah, I was gonna... Who did he... Okay, so I'm completely out of line of sight. I said, this is a misplay by him. So, they pop Dragon Rage, and he ends up blessing and spell bopping me for some reason, but I'm out of line and I'm lightning lassoing the other target, so he should have done it to himself at least. But either way, they all die, so it is what it is. It was a good round. I think I could have played that a lot better. Now we're playing Dev Ellie. I feel like we should stomp on this team, just because our damage is so high. I think I'm playing too scared here, honestly. I should have been on their side of the map here. I should have walked towards them a little bit. There's no reason for me to play so far back. I do get my Stormkeeper. No, I don't. I trinket Stormkeeper. Get it? Huge damage. This Hunter is in so much danger. That was so weird. What caused him to glimpse out like that? But either way, a lot of damage on this Windwalker. Forces his diffuse. It's huge. Swap back to the Hunter. I still have another Lightning Bolt. I should have just sent the Lightning Bolt. I think I just lose the Lightning Bolt because I didn't press it. So that's a little bit of a misplay by me. It's a nice sleep. It gets dispelled. I lasso him. It's kind of a bad lasso, actually. I probably shouldn't have lassoed him. I probably should have just LOS Hunter and lassoed the monk to give myself some breathing room. Yeah, that was a pointless lasso. Okay, pretty decent damage here. I wish I would purge. I should be purging this guy more often. Like right here, purge. I should be purging off cooldown pretty much. I think I'm just scared. I'm heading into another pain sup. Very bad by me. So bad by me. Karma comes out. Can I swap my target ever? Guys, can you yell at me? Like, holy shit. I get time stopped here. It's actually kind of sick. I do stone bulwark myself out of it. Swap off the freaking monk, man. Give it up. I do fake a kick there. It's kind of nice. I fake the counter spell and get my Stormkeeper up. And now I swap off the monk once the monk's cooldowns are finally off. Like, bro, what am I doing? This is so crazy. I no longer blame the pally for my 4-2. I blame myself. I'm just getting dumpstered on, man. And I'm just sitting in line of the Hunter the whole time. I think I should just be kiting more and pulling this Windwalker monk around the map. I think I should just be kiting opposite of the Hunter and just pulling the Windwalker monk around the map the whole game. Like right here is actually pretty good. Like 1 second. Like I get into this room and I'm out of line of the Hunter and I get myself Aura Mastery and I healing surge myself up and I'm fine. But then my Devoker grabs me back out and he's out of line of my pally. This is kind of a really bad rescue pathing. I will say I get a sick hex off here though, so that's kind of nice. A full hex sits on the Windwalker monk, gives us a little bit of breathing room. Have a ridiculous primordial wave go here. Kind of nice. Huge. I get a Ascendance proc too. Definitely a lot of damage coming out here, and it looks like we're just getting dumpstered on. I don't know what happened here with the pathing, but we're all stacked versus a Windwalker monk. This just should never happen. Like my pally, for some reason, is just auto-walking at me here. I should have just been more aware of where my pally was going, but I'm like kiting away from the Windwalker monk, and my pally is just walking into this leg sweep. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. I try to wall as soon as possible, but sadly I get time stopped, which isn't too bad. But the bad part is my pally dies, so it is what it is. But yeah, I think overall this round, the way I should have been playing this the whole time. Sorry to skip back. I know this is a little disorienting for people to watch. Is I should have just be running from the hunter the whole game and just hitting the Windwalker monk the same way I am majority of the game, but instead of just hitting the Windwalker monk, I'm just running away from the hunter, so he's not doing a million DPS to me from across the map the whole game. Like I should just be in our own spawn the whole time, practically, or just like running around, just LOS the whole game. I think that would play out way better for us because then I wouldn't be dying so much. But either way, we get BM Hunter Ellie versus the Windwalker Dev again. Versus, and now all my games are going to be versus the thing. Oh, I was super mad about this, by the way. I went to an Earth Grab, and it literally went perfectly in between all three players. So I'm like, damn. Then I went to liquid Magma Totem, and I missed my Liquid Magma Totem. So I just did nothing that whole opener, which sucked. That was kind of nice, though. It purged off all the buffs. I have a lot of damage here. I'm trying to get my Flame Shock up on the Pally here. Huge damage on this Pally, as you can tell. Boom, force bubble immediately. We love forcing bubble in the opener. That's very nice. If I were me again, I would probably go for a Hex on the Devastation Evoker here and force just Trinket most likely. I do realize late that this is my barrier and not the enemy's barrier. So I jump into it. But, yeah. Yeah, I went for that Hex way too late. If I was me again, the second I forced this bubble on Pally, I should be hexing this Devastation Evoker and going the Windwalker Monk for sure. Just because I know for a fact that one, the Pally can't dispel the Hex, so he either has to Trinket it, or he just sits a full Hexerino, so that the pressure is just on for them. But either way, not a bad opener at all. We forced the bubble. That's like what we like to see. They are doing a tremendous amount of damage here. I do get the Tremor on his Sleepwalk there, so that was nice. I did have to Stone Bulwark though, which kind of sucks. Try to Hex there. I get kicked. I have no flame, like no, what's it called? No Maelstrom or anything. Does run into a trap. Also unfortunate. I will say this Hunter misses traps very consistently, which is obnoxious, but it is what it is. I really love this MD here, by the way. This MD is actually very good from Reedy. The MD's the Pally, makes it a 2v2, and we're obviously winning this 2v2 right now, so it's kind of good. This Sleepwalk sucks, though, so I wish I kicked this Sleepwalk. That was definitely a kickable Sleepwalk. There's no excuse for me not to have kicked this, other than I'm just an idiot. So yeah, I didn't kick that, and I didn't even kick up the following Disintegrate, so I'm just not kicking as frequently as I should be. So that was a huge problem I made there, too. Yeah. Another thing I want to note too, watching this back, is there's times where I Prim Wave like off cooldown, and my Ancestral Swiftness isn't fully off cooldown, so sometimes it doesn't actually proc with it, which is a huge negative to my like burst capability. I should be bursting for way more, but yeah, that does happen. It is what it is. I should have faked that kick. I knew he had kick. I don't know why I didn't fake it. I still get it off here, and this is when the game just goes downhill for them completely because I actually get off my burst. I will say I cap out my Maelstrom stupidly hard here. This should never happen. Instead of going for Lightning Bolt cast here, I should have gone for Urshock, and then Lava Burst into the Lightning Bolt. Just in case I get the Ascendance proc, it makes those Lightning Bolts hit way harder. So that was a big error by me. Kind of still doing insane damage though. Let's see right here. Okay, nice. Yeah, I do get it. That's good. I missed my kick though. It's kind of sucked. Lava bursting. I Hex the Disintegrates. Hex him kind of low. I'm really scared for my guy, so I'm just like trying to do my best to peel. I'm coming up on Lightning Lasso soon. I should probably lasso this monk here. On the, yeah, there you go. Lasso, I try to line the Devoker. He does come in line finally. It's kind of an awkward angle though, so I couldn't really tell. Tremor him out of the Sleepwalk. I'm immune because I'm on full stun DR, I guess. I don't know how I'm on full stun DR here, but I am, so I just don't get stun DR'd, which is cool with me. I do kick him on the Eternity Surge, which is nice. I should go for a ground off of the kick. Like right here, I should ground. And I don't ground. So bad play by me. I ground too late. So I could have avoided a lot more damage. This guy almost dies right here, which is crazy. I should be, oh yeah, he does die. Okay, but I was going to say, I mean, he hit 1% health. I'm like, man, if this guy doesn't die here, I'm so sad. But honestly, the second he comes out of line here, I should just immediately be targeting the Holy Pally and just boom, blasting him. But he dies either way, so it doesn't matter. So that was a pretty good round, I would say. I think that was a good round for burst, but I missed a lot of kicks. And also, I feel like I still didn't do my burst properly, even with how much damage I was doing. Didn't feel like I did it enough. This game is disgusting, by the way. For those who've watched, you know it's about to happen. This poor paladin. Trinket the first CC there I get hit with. Bomb. Kill him. Lol. Look at my damage there. That is insane. I did 3 times the damage of a Devastation Evoker that popped Dragon Rage in the first 3 seconds of the game. That is pretty insane. The only thing he could do is bubble in the opener there. I was pretty pumped about that win, though. I'm not going to lie. This is a very sketchy win. This should have been a lot cleaner. I don't know why I Earth Grab over here. I see the Hunter over here. So I know for a fact he's going to go invis and he's going to fake me going this way and probably go this way. So I should have just Earth Grabbed here and gotten the Hunter out of stealth. But whatever, it is what it is. You can see he was over here. So yeah, I would have literally gotten him out of stealth if I just had a bigger brain at the time. But I just didn't. So it is what it is. One thing I need to remember too is Ascendance applies Flame Shock. So like I worried too much about putting Flame Shock on before I Ascendance, but it's really not that important. Get a full or a half X on the Pally. I'm just hitting anything in line of sight basically. I really want to hit the Devastation Evoker, but I should probably be hitting the Hunter. Yeah, I was gonna say the Hunter is probably better. This is super sketchy. I lasted the Hunter here. Just because I want to peel for my Windwalker as much as possible. He's kind of getting dumpstered on. I'm really scared that he's going to have the Karma in the opener, which is not good for us at all. But yeah, so we're just going for as much damage as possible. Another big amount of damage coming out here. He feigns, so I swap to the Devastation Evoker. He has Karma up on him. This Devastation Evoker is getting absolutely ransacked right now. Huge. Huge. We get the Lay on Hands. It's nice. I honestly shouldn't have swapped off on the land hands, but I did, so it is what it is. Should be Earth Grabbing these pets off cooldown again. These pets are just chewing on me for free. I should just Earth Grab them and walk away. Still chewing on me for free. Just Earth Grab and walk away. Also, don't stay in line of sight of this guy while my healer's in a full trap, maybe. Yeah, this is not good. See, this is bad. This is scary right here. This has no need to be scary. I'm just bad. I just think I'm trying to force bubble too hard. I get the Tremor. I miss my kick again for the 17th time. Awesome. Go for a ground probably pretty soon, I'm assuming. Yeah, ground there. He has to deal with it. I want to knock that. Yeah, good. I do knock it. Earth Grab the pets, man. I'm so bad. I do wall this, though, so it's kind of okay. I bet you right here is when I do it. Oh, please. Oh, no. I actually got it off. That's good. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, big damage here. Not too bad. Pretty big damage on this Holy Pally. Swap over to Dev. He's in wide open. Sadly, he has Obsidian Scales and Sack now, so this would be a swap off for sure. I'm just being too ignorant right now. I think I'm just trying to prevent damage because I'm scared. Hex him. I think he had, I think he still had Null Shroud up when I hexed him there. There's a lot of damage this guy's taking, like tremendous amounts. Yeah, gone. But, yeah, this was a sketchy round, and I feel like I played this really badly. I actually want to go over this a little bit better. Let me see here. I think ideally I want to hex this Hunter right here. Whenever they land like this blind right here, I should hex the Hunter. I should hex the Hunter right now. Hexing the Hunter here would go crazy. My healer's in a full Hodge. And the Devastation Invoker has Null Shroud up. The only other target I can hex is really the Hunter, and it's non-dispellable outside of Cauterizing. Definitely a Hunter hexer. But instead, I swear I hex him, and it's literally like a millisecond on the freaking Null Shroud. This is crazy that we win right here, by the way. This Dragon Rage is so scary for us. We just happened to one tap him kind of there, which is really good. But yeah, that was a sketchy round. I think this could have been played even better for sure. This whole shuffle was kind of like full of really bad plays. I think things that I need to focus on are hexing off targets more frequently. Also rooting Hunter pets off myself, or just melee in general. I need to focus on rooting them more often. not missing kicks and kicking more important things, like noticing when he's casting Sleepwalk and I have Tremor up, I could just Tremor and it puts my healer on DR, which is better than me just kicking Sleepwalk and getting disintegrated over and over again. So ideally I want to just be kicking Disintegrate as long as I have Tremor up. If I have Tremor up, I can just freely Tremor the Sleepwalk, it doesn't matter. So yeah, those things are stuff that I have to focus on. I think I did a pretty good job purging off a lot of buffs this game. I don't know how many Dispels I had, but I definitely had a good amount, so that's felt pretty good. But yeah, there was times where I was super scared and I was panicking, but I think if I'm under like a calmer headspace, I should just be hexing off the off DPS and being perfectly fine. And also, I hit into like a bunch of shield walls. Like I hit into Obsidian Scales and Sack. There's no reason to. A lot of times the Pally or, you know, even the Disc Priest like Pain Sup and stuff, I should be hitting the healers way more often. So these are things I'm going to have to focus on in my next shuffle lobbies. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please, again, make sure to leave a like, drop a sub, and comment down below. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Peace.
This is the future. Human error.